We back to it.
Hello, Internet. If you knew me, you know that I have a Lancer, and that Lancer is automatic. Nevertheless, though, I've enjoyed the car. It's actually not my daily anymore, though. It's actually become a bit of a project car, and I'm just doing all kinds of crazy stuff to it, really just for the sake of doing it, but also I am learning stuff. Obviously, I like cars, I think they're pretty cool, and I do like my Lancer. I don't hate it, but the transmission has been a thing that has always kind of bothered me a little bit, especially since it is a cool car, you know, it's got like all-wheel drive. I also like the 4B12, I think it's a pretty nice sounding engine, honestly. But it really sucks that Mitsubishi never made a manual version of the Lancer SC AWC. See, I mean, I guess I can kind of understand why, if you had the Evo, which is all-wheel drive turbo, and then you just made the regular Lancer an all-wheel drive platform with manual, people would obviously just buy the manual all-wheel drive and then turbo it later. But I don't know, it still sucks, especially since there are manual front-wheel drive Lancers, and a lot of people will manual swap their automatic Lancers. But yeah, so anyway, recently I found out that you can actually take the paddles off of like a GST Lancer platform, and you could just kind of put them onto a regular automatic Lancer, which is kind of crazy. I guess it's not that crazy since they both have a CVT. And at first I was really confused because some of the videos I saw were just they were very, I mean, I'm not trying to hate, they weren't exactly like super professional videos, and even some of the comments were kind of weird, like is this guy trying to be racist? I'm like, I don't even know what he's trying to say. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, and then I even asked like Google, and Google AI told me that it would not work, and that it was impossible, and that I'm a moron. Just kidding, it didn't say that, but yeah, that's basically what it said. And yeah, so, but obviously I'm watching videos of people who did the swap, allegedly, and it seems to be working. So, we've got people saying they've paddle swap their Lancers. We've got people saying that being racist for no reason. And then we have allegedly, and then we have Google telling me no. But I'ma just do it. I'ma see what happens. Now, obviously, paddles don't replace a manual transmission and clutch, but I feel like it'll make me hate the car a little less. There are just certain quirks about CVTs and how CVT-driven cars, drive. And I think a paddle system that allows me to upshift and also downshift would actually help a lot with some of the weird awkwardness and some of the sluggishness that comes from, that style of transmission. But yeah, once I found that out, I immediately went to eBay and found the cheapest paddle set. And of course I bought it, and it was about like 60 something dollars. There are other ones that cost a little bit more. Obviously, it's eBay, or you could probably go to a local salvage yard or whatever. But nevertheless, this is my video on me paddle swapping my Lancer. So yeah, enjoy. All right, so apparently one of the first things you need to do is disconnect the battery. Do you actually need to do that? I don't know. I did it when I did the steering wheel on my Scion 2C. That's right, I did the steering wheel on my Scion 2C, and I did not make a video about that. Well, actually, it's in the works. Am I going to finish it, though? No, probably not. I don't know. All right, battery's disconnected. Then next you need some torque screws that I have, I think. I don't know. We'll find out the hard way, because we have these screws over here. One on the left. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. One right there. If it'll focus. Yeah, there we go. One right there. And then we got another one on the other side. So, and I'm missing my thing, so I gotta find that probably, maybe. I don't remember where it is. Fuck. All right, so because I'm lazy, this is what I managed to cook up. I mean, this probably took more effort than just going and finding it, but whatever. Anyway, we're gonna take those screws out. Oh, and fun fact, the screws in the steering wheel are captive, so they're not gonna come out. So if you're expecting them to come out, don't expect them to come out, because they're not gonna come out. But yeah, anyway, so next thing we gotta do is go ahead and take out this little bottom trim piece. Popped right off. You might have a little trouble with it, but yeah, there's a little plug. That's your airbag plug. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just pull it out. There we go. And then presumably we should be able to remove the airbag without it exploding. Okay, it hasn't exploded. I think we're good. Watch me fucking jinx myself. And then there's this little plug here, this black one. So we'll just remove. All right, so it was a lot easier to remove. You just, yeah, it's this little plastic piece here. This little tab, you just push it down and it slides right out, and there's my airbag. Oh, now that we've got the airbag out, obviously we got to deal with this fella over here. So let me get my tools. All right, so I've got a 17 millimeter. It's not like, I don't think it's the perfect, well, maybe it is the perfect fit. Oh well. And we'll just give it a twist. Do a little M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalama ding dong. Alright, so if you've ever dealt with a steering wheel before, you know that it could be a little bit tricky. So before you fully remove this, we're just going to keep it on, actually. But keep it loose. And, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You could smack the wheel around. You can pull on it directly towards you. That's what I've done in the past, so. Alright. There you go. Oh. So we're done. It's off. And that's why you keep the nut on, because if you don't do that, you have a pretty good chance of smacking yourself in the face with it. And maybe you're into that. Yeah, and it turns out we got an extra cable holding me on. So give me a second. And ooh, fun facts. There's 2 screws in these little dick and ball section over here. So Phillips. And once the screws are out, yeah, it'll just come out like so. If you're having difficulty, it's probably that lever right there, the steering wheel adjust lever. And yeah, my shit is pretty filthy, but that's because the previous owner, this car was absolutely disgusting. So part of the reason this works is because most Lancers have this little plug over here now. As you can see, mine is all tied up, nice and neat and out of the way. But if you were someone who has the paddles already, it would be plugged. It probably wouldn't be tied down, and it would be plugged directly into your paddle assembly. And so you just pop it on there. Like there's nothing particularly fancy about it. There's these little plastic alignment pegs on each side. And yeah, now obviously from here you need a couple of screws. I can't tell you the exact screws right now. I'll probably do that. I don't have those right now, so I have some random assorted screws from other random stuff that I'm going to be using because yeah. And so 2 of these screws, after all, require tapping screws. So you're basically making the threads because they don't exist yet. But the other 2, I think, I'm pretty sure those are, and where are they at? They're on the bottom over here. Those are threaded. So the fun fact, I did actually go to Ace Hardware and get a couple of M6 by 20 bolts. So yeah, if you... Oh, another thing you should know. Yeah, I know, jump scare. I'm bald now. Pretty cool, huh?
No.
Also, I really want one of these. I really want one of these. I'm trying to save up for one. SC400. Well, this is not. If you know ball, you know ball. I'm trying to get a Lexus SC400. If you have one for cheap, I'll take one
for $500. I'm serious.
But for reals though, what I was saying is if you're someone who is doing the paddle swap, obviously you need the housing. Well, you don't need it, but if you want the housing for your steering wheel column, you can go a couple of different ways. And so most videos, people will tell you to buy the Evo X MR or the Lancer GTS housing. However, you don't necessarily need to do that. I actually ended up using the stock housing, but you will have to modify the bottom section. Now, I did end up doing this as a little bit of a project. The Lancer is a project car at this point. It's just a thing that I mess around with, I do stupid shit with, and I don't necessarily have to feel bad as long as it drives, because I do still care about it, right? But yeah, so you can technically do this. So it's really up to you. If you want it to be nice and neat, you'll buy the MR or the GTS housing. But if you don't care about that, or you just want to save money, you can absolutely use the stock housing, but you will have to chop it up a little bit. So, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Oh, and remember what I said about my car being a little bit more rough? Yeah, she's a little rough, but you know, you're probably like, hey, what are those? Polka dots? Why do you have polka dots on your car? What are you, stupid? The answer is yes, but those are not polka dots. They're tracking dots for something. But yeah, oh shit, hold up. But yeah, I got everything set up, and also I got this sorted out because I have no AC, and I need the windows down because otherwise I'll die. Also, yeah, it is a little dirty, a little scanning spray on there. Scanning spray? What's scanning spray for? Look at that. Why would you need scanning spray? Oh, yeah, I got a cracked windshield. What about it? So when I turn on my car, everything looks normal. There's no real warning or anything about whether or not this actually works. So it's just kind of there. Everything looks normal. All right, so not to flex on you guys, but I got that thing. Anyway, but yeah, it's actually it's 107 degrees right now. 107 degrees outside. So yeah, I'm literally baking in that car because it's black and there's no clear coat either, and there's no AC. So yeah, and none of my recording hardware wants to work in that kind of weather, especially not a Pixel phone. Google Pixel phones, pretty good. I like them. They're cool. But they get really hot, and they stay hot, and they take forever to chill. So I'm actually going to throw my phone in the fucking freezer for a second. And yeah, I'm going to record the other stuff probably at night when it's a lot cooler, or in the morning, whenever it's not a health hazard. Hey, look at this shit. It's 99 degrees. I'm on my break at work. 99 fucking Fahrenheit. It's nighttime. There is no sun, and it's 9:41. Nice. Right, so fun fact, it did actually end up working for me. This is another problem. Another seemingly off-topic thing is with AI stuff. You know, when doing research on my car lately, because I've been experimenting. I've been figuring out what parts are compatible or interchangeable between the different Lancer trims and platforms. And every time I look at the first results, I get extremely contradictory information. So yeah, anyway, that's just to say that, hey, if you're googling stuff about car, completely ignore the AI shit, because it has been completely wrong about the generation of Lancer that I own. It's been completely wrong about whether or not the paddles will work, and it's been completely wrong about like an intercooler, because I was looking at intercoolers, or not intercoolers, radiators for the Lancer, maybe even an upgrade. Yeah, it turns out an Evo X Mishimoto radiator fits in a regular Lancer, and the fans also connect to it. So yeah, now I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, it just goes to show, go to the forums, look at, what people are doing, YouTube videos, forums, Reddit. Skip the AI bullshit. But yeah, so anyway, the paddles worked.